Democrats are clearly struggling. And to be forward, even Trump is struggling in many ways too. This EpiPen thing is trashing him too. So yes, there's a lot of that that's happening. The guy I see who's actually getting, serious base hits, doubles, triples, right, home runs, hitting, keep getting hits is RFK Jr. And I want to show you something, which this is happening now. They're now doing this literally every single week now. And this is how good it is. What the MAHA PAC, for those of you who know, MAHA PAC is supporting RFK Jr. and what he's doing because there is a movement to try to somehow dismiss him. The Democrats want to dismiss him so they can keep attacking Trump. Makes sense. I mean, I disagree with it, but I understand it. Let's attack every aspect of Trump to include RFK Jr. because RFK Jr. is getting wins. And there's internal people in the Republican Party who are like, wait a minute. I don't like RFK Jr. getting these wins. I want these wins. I'm a little jelly. So you're having some people who are a little bit jelly, also in the Republican Party also having it. But here is what is called the MAHA Minute.
Here's how we're making America healthier this week, one win at a time.
One win at a time.
I'm Sinclair. It's time for your MAHA Minute.
It is.
The FDA commissioner just admitted that putting 6-year-olds on Ozempic might not be the best idea.
Brilliant.
We've got to talk about school lunch programs, not just putting every 6-year-old on Ozempic. We've got to talk about...
Now, hold on. I just want you to hear this, if you could. This is them talking about school lunch programs and not just quick fixes. These are our kids talking about school lunch programs and not just quick fixes, not just pushing to get kids on Ozempic. Think about that. I said the word. I'm going to get canceled now. On the O thing, on that thing. I know I'm on YouTube. I got to talk baby talk. So yeah, not doing that. Where was that? During the Obama administration. Where was that during the Biden administration? Where was it during the first Trump administration? Where was it during the Bush administration? Nowhere. The closest we got was Michelle Obama talking about move around and stuff. That's the closest we got.
About environmental exposures and chemicals in the food.
He even said we need to start focusing on nutrition-based healthcare. Finally, someone who gets it. Meanwhile, Steak and Shake is beefing up, literally. Their new signage says 100% beef tallow plus grass-fed and Wagyu options. And right there in bold.
And note what it says. Options. Options. If you like Wagyu, good for you. If you like beef tallow, you now have more options now. That has become the norm now. And you might go, well, Larry, I don't care about that stuff. You don't have to have it. And there's the glory. Not required. There's the glory. Larry, I don't care about tallow. Then don't have tallow, right? No one's forcing you. And that's the key.
Print, they wrote, thank you, MAHA. Well, you're welcome, America. Congressman Thomas Massie says he's coming for Big Pharma.
Yeah. Massie, the most libertarian candidate in the entire Congress, hands down. Not even close. The most libertarian, period. He's on board here. Come on, guys. Don't tell me we're not winning.
He introduced a new bill to repeal the liability shield for COVID vaccine injuries.
Liability shields. Other people in the MAHA movement are fighting for that too. I'm going to show you that in a second.
A huge start for accountability. Over in Congress, Marjorie Taylor Greene just introduced the Clear Skies Act. This would ban most forms of
MTG. Okay. I have not always been a fan of MTG. True. I've not always been a fan. However, I always try to give credit where credit is due. And this is one of them. We are creating something which I talk about all the time. And libertarians should be open to this concept. Single issue coalitions. I am not saying MTG is libertarian. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is single issue coalitions. I'm not even saying RFK Jr. is libertarian. I'm saying Thomas Massie is libertarian. I am saying that, and come at me. I am saying that. But single issue coalitions happening right now.
Geoengineering. No more, oops, we fogged the atmosphere experiments. And here's the cherry on top. 40 ice cream brands have officially agreed to remove artificial dyes by 2027.
There we go.
Finally, we can enjoy a summer swirl without the side of Red 40.
And time's up for your MAHA Minute. Keeping it real, keeping it healthy. Thanks for tuning in.
That's every single week. That happens every single week. Yeah. So he's failing. Is that he's failing? Accountability. liability shields. And here is as one more I want to show you. This is this is not directly offering you, but it's right in the same world, same thing happening. The wonderful Dr. Alexandra Munoz, she is actually up there literally right now trying to stop big ag, kind of big everything from literally trying to become basically immune from all liability.
Pesticide immunity. All right, everyone, it's a red alert situation. The Federal Pesticide Immunity Provision, Section 453 of the Federal Interior Appropriations Bill, is going to be heard on Tuesday, July 22nd, in the Appropriations Committee.
That was a couple days ago, but that's okay.
In the House. This is going to be our only chance to have an amendment that removes this provision from the bill before it goes to the House floor, where it will likely pass.
Now, she is working with people from the MAHA PAC, MAHA again, down in DC right now, trying to stop this, right? Again, trying to do this yet again. It drives me crazy that this is happening now, right? And where are Democrats? Where are Republicans? It's MAHA doing this. It's people who are either in or around the MAHA movement. It is people with single issue coalitions. There's a lot of people who support Dr. Munoz, and they're Democrats, and they support her. Why? Single issue coalitions. What she would like to do is that if you create something that's toxic, that you don't just go, well, too bad, you got screwed, oh well. But if you do something if you create some toxicity, that you are accountable. That's what she's doing.
You need to stop what you're doing. You need to understand what's going on here, because this provision is going to block funding that updates labels to accurately warn people about the health risks of these products.
No, she didn't say, at no point did she say ban. She didn't say that. What is she looking at? Informed consent. Letting people know. Informed consent. If you say, you know what? I want to kill all my weeds. I don't care if this weed killer might get me cancer or whatever. I want to kill my weeds. Gamble on cancer. I would like not to, but that's just my opinion. I don't decide what you gamble on. If you ask my opinion, I'll tell you, please don't do that. But I don't decide that. She's saying has to have a label. Now, these people putting these chemicals, they're actually, the rules aren't saying you can't put the chemicals in. Not saying that. They're not saying you can't sell these chemicals. Not saying that. They're saying you have to let people know that this is probably a carcinogen. She's brilliant. She's a doctor, a toxicologist who actually goes through this stuff and knows what she's talking about and tells people what she's talking about. She actually has stopped this in North Carolina and someplace else. Tennessee, yes. And now she's in DC doing this. So come on, guys. This is what's happening with MAHA.
And it's effectively going to give this industry immunity for over 57,000 products that contain things that we know are toxins.
Yes. This right here is MAHA winning. I like it. It's awesome. Absolutely.